Okay, so you were saying that there are more female child born, but if Christians marry one woman and Muslims marry multiple women, that will balance up the lack of husband issue.
That's right.
Okay, I would say that religion has made it impossible for Christians to want to marry Muslims and
Muslim.
Muslims to want to marry Christians.
That's right.
So, should we pray for God to send us more male children?
Yeah, I think more prayer is required. But however, because like you rightly said, even statistics today in Nigeria, it says that Christian has more population than the Muslim, for instance. So
Yeah.
for we need to pray too that so that God will balance,
The birth rate.
the birth rate for us, so that the balance can be can be equal.
Okay, okay, but by the wisdom of nature, you know that women are the portals to which people are born, right?
That's right.
The women are the portals to which people come to earth.
Yes.
So it is a must that women must be more than men.
Yes.
Because if women are not more than men, there will be a shortage.
Yeah, that's
All right. And does God have any special instruction on how married people should have sex?
no, no. There's no special pattern by God. And that's why I said it. I would like to say that that is the prerogative of the wife and the mother. I mean, and the husband.
Yeah.
They need to go through sex education, so that most times, because the way God wires men, they like to have many times. I mean,
Yeah, many rounds of sex. Yeah.
But for women, it is not like that. A woman can stay for almost 3 months without having one sex, and he will not feel that he is missing anything.
Yeah.
Or even though that the advantages of sex is more to the women than men. But however, God wires men that they are the donators.
Yeah.
So it's very necessary. So it is for biologically, it is advisable that men should have sex not more than up to 5 times in a week. But for women, it is advisable that they have sex every day, because the benefit is more, the advantage is more to the women.
Okay, but sir, can you explain what advantage women have during sex?
Yeah. For instance, it builds their body.
Okay.
Sperms builds their body.
Okay.
And let me say that it builds their hormones. Because if you see a tiny girl today, a tiny lady today, by the time you start having sex, give it a week, a month, that lady will become so clumsy, so fat and all of that.
Yeah.
And that is one of the benefits of the sex.
Oh.
And secondly, it's build their reproduction. It gives them the privilege to give birth.
Yeah.
I mean, to get pregnant.
Yeah.
And the joy of every woman is to see that he get pregnant as soon as he got married.
Yeah. Okay, so this your explanation now make me to understand why you see some girls while growing up their backside is flat.
Yes. Yes.
As soon as they start having sexual, everyone will now boost.
It shoot up.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, and also, what is your opinion about the fact that some Christians or some religious people avoid talking about sex and jealousy and especially sex when it comes to sex? Do you think that has anything to do with a special instruction from the Bible or from God?
No, I think it's ignorant. Let me simply put, it's ignorant. As at my level now, my first son is about 8 going to 9 now. I've started teaching him about sex,
Yeah.
and so it is ignorant that that makes some people to
Abstain
to
from talking
abstain.
about
I mean, some cultures even take it as a taboo.
it. Yes.
This question was raised somewhere that I attempted to, that at what age is child, I mean, is
Sex education.
parent child confidentiality in terms of sex.
Yeah.
So and I the answer I gave to them was that there is no rate attached to, as soon as there is no, a child of 2 years now, if you leave particularly the female child of 2 years, if you remove her pint, long before you know, you start seeing that you start feeling shy, shame and all of that. Why? Because it has already, the passion, the feeling and the sex urge of a teen has started developing in that life already, and that is why you see them feeling shy, both either female or male child, for 2 years, 3 years, they've started feeling that. So on that note, it is expected that parent or anybody can, if you give them sex education, it will stick.
Yeah. We also have a special, we have some questions in this direction also.
Yeah.
One of the questions is, at what age should parents start teaching their children about sex? And is it proper for parents to teach their children about sex? Teaching the children about sex, will it increase the rate of abortion, or will you reduce the rate of abortion?
Yeah, that is a very critical question. That is a very, very critical question. I must commend it. You see, like I said earlier, on a peripheral note, on face value, we can start educating our children about sex from 3, from 4 and all of that. But the psyche, I mean, their brain cannot really understand what the nitty-gritty of sex is all about. Don't be fooled. They will not understand it fully, but that should not make you not to teach them from that stage. Because you need to start, if you said is sex, that this and that, for a child of 3 years, it cannot comprehend it. But because it entails you being a man, you starting to explain what does it mean to be sex. I mean, for a man and woman to have sex, you start telling him or her that it is when a man put his penis into a woman's vagina. That is what is called sex, and all of that. Or when you suck, when you finger, when you do this and all of that. Those are the part of sex, but a child cannot comprehend it from that age. But not to totally avoid it from that age 3 is very bad. So we need to start introducing it to them, in as much as they will not comprehend it in full, but we start building it from there.
Okay. Okay, all right. Well, African parents will rather threaten to kill, disown a child than teach the child the real dangers of going into sex ignorantly.
That's right.
One of the things is that if you would let a child truly understand the dangers of having that sex, then the child will avoid it for the dangers.
Yes.
But we African parents will rather threaten you and leave you ignorant of the real danger.
That's right.
So, but the desire is inbuilt.
Yes.
The desire is inbuilt.
Yes.
So
Yes.
children will still go out there to do it.
To do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Let me throw light to the other aspect of not teaching them, because as a clergyman, I rather speak about sex from biblical point of view. But however, do you know that when you are past the age of getting settled down, married, to have and to start having sex, and that does not forthcoming, you know that it affects you psychologically.
Yeah.
Biologically, it's lack of sex If you are not married, lack of sex, and you have passed the age of marriage to start having sex and you are not having it affects your health.
Okay.
It affects you psychologically.
Okay.
So, but we as a Christian and that we are preaching abstinence, you know, we rather preach that let sex be having be done in the parameter of God's standard, so that you will not be sinning against God.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
I'm very grateful for this pleasure.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.